Miss Dorao here. We're going to be analyzing or thinking deeper about the story we listened to this week. This week we listened to The Boy Who Cried Ninja. We're going to be answering some questions, but for this, you're going to need to get up and do some movements with me. This story had a lot of really cool characters, so let's start by talking about them. Who are some of the characters that you remember from the story? Oh, I can't hear you. Can you say it a little bit louder? Which characters do you remember from the story? Remember, characters are who is in the story. Can you name at least 3 characters? Ready, set, go. Good job. Here's some of the characters I thought of. We're going to add some movement in with our learning. The main character in the story is the character who none of this would happen if they didn't exist. Who do you think was the main character? I think it was Tim. So, what I remember about Tim is that he was a boy and he was young. So I'm going to pretend like I'm young. And to do that, let's crouch down little. Can you give us a few walks how you think Tim would walk while he's little? Oh, there you go. And the cool thing is, we just talked about some character traits for Tim. Tim is young, a boy, and did you remember he's brunette or has brown hair? Pretty cool. Character traits are words that describe a character. We're going to talk a little bit more about those throughout this video. Let's move on to the next character in the story. Another character in the story who we met was the alligator. Do you remember what the alligator did in the story? Oh, you're right. I heard one of my first grade friends say it. The alligator in the story landed on the roof and he broke the antenna. Can you land on the roof with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay, now he didn't just land on the roof. He landed on the roof and he broke the antenna. Oh, and one more thing. He was sunburned. Ooh. So if you're sunburned, that means you spent too much time in the sun and your skin really hurts. So that's one character trait of our alligator. So when we're jumping, we have to make sure we're careful with our bodies because right now we're sunburned alligators. Are you ready to hop on the roof like a sunburned alligator? Be careful. Ready? 1, don't forget to break that antenna. 2, 3. Ooh. Oh, there's the antenna. The next one we're going to do is the monkey. What's something that the monkey did? Do you remember what the monkey did? Oh, that's right. Okay, so I heard some of my friends, they reminded me that the monkey threw pencils in the story. But does anybody remember who they threw them at? Oh, he threw them at Grandpa. Okay, so now we need to act out our monkey, and we know some character traits about him. So one character trait is he's a monkey. So we know monkeys act like this. And then another character trait is that he likes to throw pencils. The last character trait, let me see if you can think of it. What do you think might be a character trait of Monkey if he throws pencils at Grandpa? Here's some options. You pick one and say it out loud. Which one do you think is the best character trait to describe a monkey who throws pencils at a grandpa? Let's act out a monkey throwing pencils at a grandpa. It might look the same as mine or similar. It might look different. But ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? Let's do it again. Good job, friends. Okay, friends, we've now talked about characters. When we're talking about story elements, we remember that there are 4 important story elements in every good story. We already talked about characters. Do you remember what the other 3 are? I heard one of them. So we have characters, then we have setting. There's 2 more, and these 2 go together. They're buddies. Do you remember them? Character, settings, problem, and solution. Good job. Those are our 4 story elements. So we've already done character, so get that out of here. Now we're going to work on setting. What was the setting in the story? First of all, what does setting mean? Setting is where and when a story takes place. Setting is where and when a story takes place. So, in the story, where do you think the setting is? Ooh, I hear some really good answers from my friends. The setting is in Tim's house. And when do you think it is? Remember what you saw maybe outside? I remember they were raking leaves. If they're raking leaves, which season would it be? Fall is the season, and that's when leaves fall off of the tree. So we know the setting is where, at Tim's house, and when, in the fall. So we're going to do some movement with this. I want you to show me Tim's house. I'm going to show it like this. I'm going to go on my knees, and I'm going to make a roof. Ooh, let's see if you can hold it. Now, I'm going to make the season. The season is fall. And we know it's called that because the leaves are falling off of the tree. So I'm going to do a yoga pose called tree pose. To do this, you keep one foot on the floor, take your other foot, put it on your ankle, and make a clapping hand at your chest. If you want to challenge yourself, you can bring your foot up higher and see if you can hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Great job. All right, friends, we've talked about character. We've talked about setting. Now we're going to talk about problem and solution. In a lot of stories, there's more than one problem. So we could talk about different problems, like how the monkey was throwing pencils at the grandpa. Do you think he liked that very much? Probably not. We could also talk about how the alligator was sunburned. Do you think that that was a good thing that happened in the story? No, that was for sure a problem. But today when we're talking about problem, I want to see if you can figure out what the main problem is. If we didn't have this problem, there would be no story. Oh, I hear some friends thinking. I'm going to give a couple friends a couple more seconds. See if you can turn on those thinking brains. Ding! Tim's parents don't believe him. So first, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pretend like we're Tim's parents. Now remember, Tim was really little like this. And his parents were nice and big. So we're going to get up, shake it out a little bit. Tim's parents didn't believe him, and they told him to rake the leaves. So let's start by wagging a finger at Tim. Ready? Grab the other hand. Now it's Tim's turn. We're going to show him raking the leaves. Ready? Good job, friends. That's the problem in the story. Now I told you, problem and solution go together. So we know the problem is that Tim's parents did not believe him. What do you think the solution is? A solution is how a character solves the problem. So the problem is that Tim's parents didn't believe him. To figure out the solution, we have to figure out what did Tim do to make them believe him. Okay, friends, your job is to think of the solution for the problem. Put it in the comments below and tell me why you think that was a good solution or why you think it was a not so good solution. Thanks for joining along today, friends. See you later.